Spring's finally here. Leaves on the trees, sun's out, and I've got a week off from work. So I'm back on the bike again and heading back into the mountains. This time I'm going more southwest, heading straight through the heart of Beijing, past Tiananmen Square, and then out into the mountains on the other side. The route is going to be exactly, well, yeah, more or less exactly on 100 kilometers. A little bit more actually, but I've cut off the beginning part of my trip because I didn't want to dox myself. I'm starting more or less up in Shunyi, northeastern area of Beijing near the airport, heading straight through Beijing. And my first accommodation will be just in the first area of the mountains on the other side of Beijing. Hey, look at me. I'm a tourist. I'm nearing the edge of the city now. And every time I do one of these trips, I always forget something. This time I've just realized it's my little pendant necklace thing that allows me to wear that small camera that I've got, so I can walk around filming things hands-free. I've remembered the camera, but I can't use the frigging thing because I forgot the necklace. Not the end of the world though. I'm now cycling around a little town called Wangguojian, not too far from the mountains now. I think give it about 20 minutes I'll be kind of making an ascent up into the mountains. Definitely hitting the mountains now. And I'm starting to remember what a pain in the ass this is on untrained legs. Jiayou! Oh, that was fun. Hopefully there's a shop around here. So I'm running a bit low on water. You know, I'm not sure if there's any shops here, but seems to be plenty of restaurants. I may as well just go in and get some lunch, to be honest. Hey, ni hao. Yeah, xiong chi fan. Meal wasn't too great, if I'm being honest. Every time I go into one of those cafes and they'll show me the menu with like a bowl of meat on it, I always get it thinking, oh nice, meat. And it always ends up being deep fried gristle and fat. The prawns and vegetables were a bit nicer, but God knows what they put on them. Very slimy. Shouldn't be too much further now. About 20 kilometers I think. Here. Oh, I've got wet legs. Ah! Well, that's my bike needing cleaned off before I go into a fucking hotel. Why do they do that? They're trying to grow more road. My hotel should be just up there somewhere, I think. It says it on it. It says it is on my map at least anyway. Oh, is that a goat? Bloody goat up there.哦，我不会说。
看嘛，早上。
我想吃饭，但是现在我想。哦，那这可以了。I got here about, I think it must be about 2.5 hours ago now. So they showed me to the first room, and that just stunk, musty. I'd have stayed in there because it's, screw it, it's one night. I'd have stayed, I'd just cracked open a window and I'd have stayed in there one night. But they ended up changing the room, got me to another room, so finally got settled in. Could not operate the shower at all. They had to get someone to come. They finally give me my third room, which is the nicest to be honest. But sat in here, oh, just dung isha with the shower. All right, come in. Dung isha, left. Came in again, looked at the shower. Go to leave. Oh, dung isha. It's like I had to ask him, like, what the hell's wrong? He's like, oh, we're just fixing the shower. It's like, no, screw it. Is the cold water? That's all right with me. So I've had to get a cold water shower, but whatever. But yeah. Oh shit, I'm spitting food on the bathroom table. But everything's good now. I don't want to turn this into a nagging trip like it was in Mongolia, me just fucking moaning about shit going wrong. I'm just, stay positive for God's sake. Stop being a whinging, monging bastard, Craig. Speaking of whinging and moaning, yeah, oh my God. I don't know what I'm going to do about the sunburn that I put in the video earlier, because I was talking earlier on the side of the road about always forgetting something. It's never anything major. I'm going to go on looking like a fucking lobster. Holy shit. Right, I'm going to eat this. And they said there was a shop not too far away from here because there's jack shit else here. I'm going to try and mosey on over. Hopefully that shop will still be open so I can get some juice for tonight, because they've just given me small bottles of water, which I don't think is going to cut it. And then fingers crossed to do breakfast here tomorrow. I'm not sure. I might not be able to get a coffee. Oh shit. I might not be able to have a beer. Fuck, best to eat this food now. Good morning. After a little bit of deliberation this morning, I've decided to head to a town at the foot of the mountains. So I'm making a bit of a detour today. Getting out of here, unfortunately, getting some sunscreen, and then I'm going to be heading back in. I had a look on the delivery app last night about getting some delivered to that hotel, and because this place is kind of remote, it would have taken 3 days. So it's best that I don't gamble that I can get some in the mountains and actually head outside and get some instead, I think. So because of that, today's going to be a very short day. I think it's just under 50 kilometers to the town. Probably descending all the way, fingers crossed. And then I'll just explore that town. Did manage to get a couple of beers last night. Didn't manage to get a coffee this morning. Right, onto it. Dickhead doing spraying the floor again. God's sake. Crazy roads. So I've left the mountains now. They're just there, not too far away. And talking about not too far away, So is my destination. Less than 5 kilometers now. I'm practically there now. Just one turn off. It is 10:30 in the morning. Oh, there's a McDonald's there. Might nip in there, get a breakfast and coffee. Got it, bingo. So I've arrived, no problem getting in. Came straight in, even though it's on the website like 2 o'clock. They was just like, nah, come straight in. Got a lovely view, look at that. So it's coming up to about 1 o'clock. I've got the suntan lotion, sunscreen, got myself a coffee, and I've also treated myself to a McDonald's chicken burger. I was heading towards this river just down there, hoping that there'd be something here where I can sit and eat, and luckily I found this park. My plans for the rest of the day are, oh god, maybe wash these are disgusting. What the hell had happened with these? But plans, edit the video so far, which really is not much today. Look at planning our route back into the mountains tomorrow and just rest and recuperate. That's it. Might have a small look around this town area, but I don't think there's too much here. And besides, it's kind of mortifying when I'm walking around in an area and I don't have that small camera on me. So I can't really take footage because it's just not the same when you're waving a phone around or a GoPro on a stand, you know what I mean? Moral of this trip, next time do not prep everything in the morning of the trip and actually do it at least the night before. Right, it starts of day 3, which is a Tuesday at 5 to 9 in the morning. The distance today is about 85 to 90 kilometers. So right in that sweet spot of not being too far, but being a nice, long, enjoyable ride. And my route is taking me just south of this town, heading south along the mountains, and then heading north into the mountains on a different road than what I was using yesterday. So the detour hasn't really been a waste of time. I've just been exploring different areas, which I'm glad of. Feeling well rested, lovely temperature, raring to go. I've been riding for about 2 hours now. Oh, sorry. She thinks I'm shouting at her. Sorry, one of the waitresses. I've been riding for about 2 hours now. Found a lovely little place right at the foot of the mountains. I thought I'm gonna chill out, recharge my Apple Watch, recharge my other little gadgets, eat my Kung Pao chicken and rice, have a drink, and then I'm gonna tackle the mountain for the next about 50 kilometers, I think. So I'm guessing it should take maybe about 3 hours to get up there. Really not sure. We'll see. I haven't looked at the elevation, to be honest. Don't know how far up it is. Back on the bike again. Feeling refueled. That was the best meal I've had so far on this trip. That was nice. Right, time to tackle this mountain. Thankfully though, I'm getting a lot faster at changing these tyres. So I'm going to try walking up here, see if there's a little bit of shade. Should take me about 15 minutes, hopefully. So this has taken a lot longer than 15 minutes. Changed the first inner tube and immediately there was just no air going into it, so I might have nicked it with the tyre levers. Might be a problem when I was putting it back in, I don't know. But I had to find the puncture on the first inner tube again, could not find it, it's a slow puncture somewhere. But luckily there was a couple of workmen just over there having a siesta. They've gone now. But I asked one of them if he had a bowl, and he was kind enough to get a helmet down there. Can you see it? A helmet, fill it with water for me. And I used that and I found the puncture no problem on both inner tubes. So I've had to repair them both now. I'm just waiting for the glue to dry on the patches, and then hopefully I'll be able to set off again. Okay. Took far longer than what I would have liked, but I think it's staying up now. Now on to the next 20k up the mountains. Time now is nearly 2 o'clock and I've got like 25 kilometers left to go. When your front tire starts hissing, that's not a good thing. Been here for hours now. It's now 2:30 and I'm going to give the glue that I've just used to repair the puncture a bit more time, and hopefully that'll do it. Less pressure, fingers crossed, breath held. Let's go. It's 2:45. Hopefully I can get there before dark. What am I saying? If this tail holds up, I definitely will. If the tyre holds up. Oh dear. I'm petrified every time I go over a bump. It is 3:30 and today has been a very long day. I have 14 kilometers left to go, and I am looking forward to that shower. This one better work. Time is 4:10. I've got less than 10 kilometers to go now. I'm glad I stopped off. I had that Kung Pao chicken earlier for a bit of energy, because it's been the last shop or restaurant I've seen since then. I've seen nothing else. So I've had to make do with just the water I brought and I got from there. And I'm running out of that now. I've got like half a water bottle left. Just when I thought it couldn't get much steeper. Dig deep. Dig deep. Oh, it's taken me through a little village, and thankfully there was a shop, so I managed to stock up on some sugary water, and I also poured a back of little coffee chocolate cakes. I've already munched down 2 of these and I'm just about to open my 3rd. I'm passing through something. Is this going to be a descent? Bloody hope so. Hi. Nope. No, it's not. Finally! I think it's somewhere in here. Hey! I'm definitely getting told to come this way. Yeah, I'm double checking. I'm double checking on the app to make sure I put the thing in the right place on my map. And yep, I have. I think this should finally be it. I've arrived. Oh, don't go too close to that edge. Oh! I have come up so far. Anyhow. 我有预定，有9点，这是9点吗？啊？这是9点吗？
这什么交电
？9点。
你找什么呀？你需要找什么？
我就要到9点。
交电，你说去一个地方是吧？
对。等一下。
交电没有，这边
没有。
这边没有个交电啊。
Finally got to the hotel. It wasn't actually on the place where it said it was going to be on the app. So I got there and there was some lovely man there walking around, going in and out the buildings. And I asked him about where the hotel was, whether it was there, and he said no, it's like 2 kilometres up that way. So I had to walk with him for like 2 kilometres, chatting about who he was and what he does here. He's a super nice guy, he worked for the government, he's just trying to, I think he's like an intermediary, buying all the crops that these farmers in the mountains sell back into the city, getting them some money. And then he finally brought me here. They've cut me an awesome feast. And so now I'm just chilling out, having something to eat. Already been showered, I've planned the next leg of the trip tomorrow, that's all sorted out, got another hotel. Hopefully this one's in the right bloody place like it says it is on the map. Because if it wasn't for that guy that I saw earlier on, I'd have been screwed right now, I wouldn't have had a clue where to go. But I'm going to chill out now, eat this food, get to bed early tonight, because my free breakfast is at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then set off bright and early again tomorrow for the next leg of the adventure. This is good. Oh, start of day 4, Wednesday. I didn't realise how beautiful this place was yesterday. Oh, this is stunning. Short-ish trip today. It's like 50 kilometers, but that's 50 mountain kilometers. I put more pressure in this tyre at the front, hoping it stays up. It has done so far. Please don't let me down. I don't like crises. I just want everything to be going smooth, happy and well. Coming up to 12 o'clock lunchtime, so I've decided to have 10 minutes, just chill out, have some water and drink one of those, eat one of those chocolate coffee things I got from yesterday. Trip so far today, been absolutely awesome. The first part, just descending all the way down, because yesterday I don't think I kind of illustrated just how much I was climbing and going up. I was going for so far. Views were phenomenal. I don't know how much has kind of come across on the camera, because as I'm descending I do not want to be going fast and then waving a fucking GoPro around, so I had to slow down for a couple of scenic shots. But I don't know how much I've got or how much it's actually come across on the camera, just how awesome it was up there. Once I reached the bottom of the mountain, I went through what I'm guessing is their town square or city centre. Quite busy, people coming and going. I'm guessing it's where all the people from the village go to get the shopping done. There's a main hub, I'm guessing, for all the villages around here. Not sure if the camera picked it up as well, but I think there was a wedding going on. There was a woman in a red dress and a lot of guests there. After that, I was making my way through several little villages just outside of that town centre. You'd leave one, go through a little bit of scenery, and then come straight through to another. Then unfortunately, what comes down has to go back up. And for the past 30 or so minutes, I've been ascending again. And I think that's going to be carrying on for a while now, because looking at the road there, it's looking like it's going straight up. But I've got plenty of time, that wheel's holding on fine. It's only 12 o'clock now, not even. Plenty of water, and only 20 kilometers left to go. If the views continue to be amazing, I'm going to be a very, very happy cyclist. So I arrived at the destination, the hotel, just in the nick of time as well, because 5 minutes after I got here and arrived, it started pissing it down. So I'm feeling very lucky there. The second half of this trip was more or less just ascending again. So I just settled down, pedaled steadily, got my exercise minutes in, and just resigned myself to going about 10 kilometers an hour up the mountains. There was one nice descent towards the end after about 10 kilometers of riding. But I daren't go too fast on it. I mean, one, I don't know the roads anywhere, and there's crap and dust on them and twigs and shit. So I'm not going crazy down them, I'm being aware. But to add an extra layer of danger on it, the wind started kicking up. So it started getting super windy just before I arrived here, and you could tell it was going to start raining. So yeah, arrived here, looked around, found this hotel, knocked on the door, no answer, opened it, came in, shouted out, "Is there anybody here?" Again, no answer. I had to get on the app, get the contact information of the people who run the place, give them a call, tell them that I'm here, where are you? And then after a couple of minutes, they finally arrived. A nice woman turned up with what I'm assuming is a daughter. They looked at the passport and did all the checks, all the stuff they need to do whilst I got settled in here, got changed. So I might go and have a little wander around later on after I've had some dinner. But for now, just gonna message that woman again. She's gonna come round, make me some food once I'm ready. So I send her a message, ask her to cook for me, bless her, and get working on this video editing, which I'm completely on top of so far, doing really well on it. So I guess, chat later.谢谢。Thursday morning, and this is day 5. Setting off at 9 o'clock it is now. Well, it's about 10 past. I've just been to the shops, bought myself a very unhealthy breakfast, and it's a beautiful sunny day, just a little bit windy. Today's route is going to be 60 kilometers. That's 10 kilometers more than yesterday, but 1,000 kilometers less elevation. So it's probably going to feel a lot shorter. So yeah, with that 1,000 meters less elevation, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's still going to be quite a bit of elevation on here, but it might be a lot more of an enjoyable ride. Not that yesterday wasn't enjoyable, but it was tough. But what the hell do I expect coming cycling in the bloody mountains? Oh, it goes up too much. Yeah, no shit. Not the best morning coffee, but better than nothing. God, this is the road I had to cycle up yesterday, and this isn't even one of the steep ones. I'm not even pedaling. It doesn't even seem steep. I was just pedaling yesterday thinking, what the hell is wrong with my legs? was planning to have like a conversation with the camera, like outside, walking along the street or just outside the hotel room, but there's people around and I'm still not quite too comfortable talking just off the cuff like this when there's a lot of people wandering around, in case I have to have a long pause and actually think about what I'm going to say, and I'm too self-conscious. So in the hotel room it is. But that ride, 60 kilometers, probably the best 60 kilometers I have ever ridden. It was phenomenal. I was descending so much, I think for the first 20 or so kilometers even, I barely put any pressure down on the pedals. And for 50 kilometers of the 60, I was either descending or on the flats. There was very few rises, ascents. The views were stunning. I'm not sure how much this camera's picking this up. Right when I thought, oh, it can't get better than this, it kind of outdid itself and got even better. The scenery got even better. About halfway here as well, I stumbled upon a coffee shop, which is rare for these more rural areas. So I went straight in there for like 10-15 minutes, sat, had a coffee, scrolled to my phone, did a little bit of editing and there, and just then got back up on the bike and took off again, revitalised, refreshed, re-energised. There was this beautiful reservoir that I went past, beautiful, clear water going on for miles as I'm on the side of the mountain, riding along it, just looking down at it, looking to the right, again, sheer rock faces, either side of it. I got up to like an observation part, just as I'm ascending, one of the few ascents, up the side of the mountain, and a few people had got out, stood on the wall taking photos, and I just did the same, just got out, stood on the wall, took a couple of selfies, and just chilled out there again for another 5 minutes. And yeah, that was my trip coming here for, the first couple of hours. Just beautiful roads, nice and smooth, lovely weather, awesome scenery, descending up until like the last 10 kilometers where I started ascending back into the mountains again. But there was probably the best views of all. So I cannot even complain about the ascending. And to top that off, once I kind of reached the peak of the mountain that I was ascending up there was a fucking ice cream van there right at the top waiting for me. Hello, ni hao. And not just any ice cream van. An ice cream van that served ice cream and coffee. So things could not have been more perfect. Got out, sat down, had an ice cream, had a coffee, again, chilled out, sat in the beautiful sunshine, and then took off again for one final descent, looking at all the villages and the houses and the side of the mountains as I'm descending along the winding roads, straight down. Overall, yeah, it's been a pretty good day. I don't really know much about this place. I've tried to have a look, but I can't find much information. But they seem very patriotic and like really, I wouldn't say pro-government because everywhere in China is pro-government. But, I don't know, flag waving, would that be a good way to term it? Saying that though, it is Labour Day, so that could be something to do with it. But even this hotel where I am, like outside of every room is like a plaque talking about Mao and his great victories in the Chinese Revolution. And even when I'm sitting down to have my dinner in a restaurant that I found, I was getting overlooked by some big portraits of Mao looking down on me whilst I was eating my Kung Pao chicken and my stewed cabbage. Yeah, it's probably a good thing that I don't have anyone sleeping here with me tonight, because I mean, that was a big fucking plate of stewed cabbage I was eating earlier. But yeah, overall today, 10 out of 10 ride. Fantastic road. Yeah, probably the best 60 kilometres I've ever done. So, Xinghao, bye bye. It is the start of day 6 now, and I did want to round this up to like 7 days to a full week cycling around the mountains, but I've decided I'm going to cut it 1 day short and then head home today. The reason is because it's a bit chilly today, a bit windy, overcast, might start raining, and I'll have 2 other choices if I was to stay in the mountains. One is to head down south, which would be a very short trip, and then basically retread the route which I've came and just stay in a hotel for the sake of it, near the outskirts of the mountains. That doesn't sound appealing to me. The second option would be to head north to Yenching again, but it's a route I've done before. It's a nice route, but it's hard work really ascending high into the mountains, and it'll be a long day. If it was a beautiful, warm, sunny day, I might have gone for that. But as it is, I'm just not feeling it, and my legs are feeling tired now as well from, what, 5 days cycling around mountains. So I picked a route heading east through the mountains, and then I'm going to be heading north of the city, heading towards my home for a nice cup of coffee and a long rest. Just stopped off, having a little break, munching through one of my custard pie things that I bought for breakfast yesterday. Got a bit of sports drink, and I've left the mountains. They're over there, just in the distance. There's a part of me that wishes I had carried on, gone north into Yenching again, but there's another part of me that's just saying, Craig, your legs are tired, you're an old man now, go home, have some rest and get that cup of coffee, mate. So I'm kind of content right now with my decision to return home. It has felt so good to get out on that bike again though, travel around, staying in the hotels, exploring, finding new places. And I'm looking forward to summer now to do another long trip. I'm not exactly 100% sure what I'm going to be doing in the summer, where I'm going to be going, but last year it was east, this year maybe down south. I might take a plane out to another country and go to another country, I'm not sure, but I just kind of feel like whilst I'm here in China, why not explore this country, you know? Right, so yeah, if you're still watching at this point, thank you for watching the video. Hope you found some kind of enjoyment out of it. I've enjoyed making it, even though at times I can be a whinging, moaning bastard. But yeah, thank you. Take care.